I want to run through the terminology between a fixed and periodic lease. A fixed lease is where a tenant is locked into an agreement for either 6 or 12 months. Should a tenant choose to vacate at the end of their lease agreement, they need to give 2 weeks notice prior to the end of the lease agreement. Once that lease agreement ends, it then rolls over to what is known as a periodic lease. And a periodic lease is no fixed terms, so they can stay week to week, month to month. Should a tenant decide to vacate on a periodic lease, they need to give 3 weeks notice to vacate the property. Now, there are other terms such as a break lease fee, which is when a tenant is in a fixed term agreement and they decide to break their lease. There are fees involved in this, and this will determine the time of their tenancy that they are leaving. So rent will fall due up until the tenant vacates the property. The break lease fee then gets charged on top of that. Now, say your tenant has signed a 12-month lease and they choose to break that at the 6-month mark. The break lease fee goes off per quarter. So if they break their lease in the first quarter, they need to pay 4 weeks rent. Second quarter, 3 weeks rent. Third quarter, 2 weeks rent. And the last quarter, 1 week's rent. So if a tenant vacates at the 6-month mark, they have to pay a 2-week rent break lease fee.